Going on, everybody? Let's see if anyone joins us tonight. I did not notify anyone that I was doing this, mainly because I didn't know I would be here tonight. So we'll see if any of my loyal fans are on. Gotta check the temp. .401, 10 minutes. We got two of you. We're at the shop tonight. Ugh. Had to latch the door out like I wanted them to. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's gonna be noisy though, so I want to apologize about that. I gotta get logged in here. Hey Dale. We gotta get set up on the old computer. We've got
a notification that you went live.
Oh, look at that guy. It's one of the many employees we have here at Right Now Powder Coating.
All the employees?
One of two. One of two employees.
We're in a dead heat for employee of the month.
No, you're not. The dog's getting it every freaking time.
She's adorable.
She is adorable. So we're in the shop tonight. We are working on these sanitation stands. And we can't figure out what the hell went wrong, but we had some, what I'm gonna guess is oil or water or something landed on all the flat surfaces. So we're having to go through, sand them down, and we're gonna have to repaint them. The guy wants them all back by 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know where you guys are located at. It's 8:30 at night here. But this guy just randomly talks. I don't even know what the hell he just asked me. What? Oh yeah, there's cow manure in the air. Have any of you guys had to powder coat in the country and they put down manure in the fields after they get the crop out? Because that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So I apologize, I'm trying to log in to see my own video because I saw a couple comments from you guys. There it is. No, sorry about that. Well, Dane, I don't know if it's cow or pig, to be honest with you. Either way, it don't smell good, I'll tell you that much. It does not smell good at all. So, I thought we'd go live and...
Smell that money.
It's a loud shop, I apologize. And it's a long air compressor, so. And that's a whole nother story. One of the dealerships that we do wheels for, I hate doing comb, but we did a set, they loved them, they were happy with them, so they sent us another one. Thank you, Craig, for letting me know you could hear me.
Can you stop buying your gloves from Trojan, please? Because they broke.
He's got a lot of children that he has to pay child support on, so he's not a huge fan of Trojan. All right, sorry about that. J.W. Henry thought that was funny, but no one else did. They're like, who is that guy?
Don't worry about that. They'll learn to love you.
He said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What just happened? I just lost my live feed. So I'm not going to just ramble. We're going to show you. We've got one of these in the oven right now. If you don't, so we have a Columbia Coatings oven. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Right here. So this oven, it's pretty simple. It's not very high tech. Here's a control panel. They've got a timer here, so you can set this bad boy if you're like trying to do like a hour-long bake time or something. You can move it to an hour and it'll shut off. We usually leave it at 8 hours just because usually we don't need it more than 8 hours. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock here Central Time, so it ended up turning itself off. Well, we had the part in there and I didn't realize it because we're in here standing making a bunch of noise, so I didn't even notice it went off. And we had a part in there trying to cure it, and obviously it didn't work because when I went to look at it, when it should have been done, it was 145 degrees. So it's a slow roast. So we're waiting on that. We're gonna get these parts. You're gonna see us. We've sanded them down, which is what he's doing there. We got it when you have parts that have defects in them. If you've watched my back ionization video, you got to sand them down, smooth them out, and get them flat, perfect, ready to go. You're also putting mechanical grip in by using sandpaper, which will allow your next layer. One word. Dell says you need a vasectomy.
And they're cheap now, too.
They're cheap now, too, he says. So, that's the only reason he works here is because he's funny. If he wasn't funny, he wouldn't work here. You got to get them all roughed up so the paint sticks, basically what I'm getting at. So, we're going to get all of them over here. We're going to get them cleaned up, and then you'll see us kind of coat them. So, I think my brother, he went home. He had to take his kids, pick them up, and I think he's on his way back up here. We're about a half hour. Trying to talk to my friends.
That really dries your mouth out. You ever tried that?
What'd you do? No, we didn't catch that.
That's more cotton mouth than when I visited Colorado last time.
Like I said, I only hired him because he's cheap. What?
I work with all the idiots.
I work with all the idiots. So, my brother's coming up. We'll get someone to hold the camera so you can kind of see what we're doing. But here's my new toy. Let me turn the light on. Plasma table. It's pretty sweet. Got some signs we've cut out. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean off these parts. We're going to recoat them. So if you're bored like I am, hang out, watch out. If your shop doesn't have a fridge like that, you're doing it wrong. I'm just saying. J.W. Hendry. Is that how you say it? Hendry the second? If you're just getting the powder, it's a lot of fun, but like tonight, it's a lot of headaches. So luckily I can get on here and relieve a little stress, drink a couple beers with you guys. I missed a comment, damn it. He said you're only practicing after that, and I'm not sure what he was talking about. Oh, the vasectomy, I bet. I bet he said after the vasectomy you're only practicing because you can't make it happen anymore. That makes sense.
With what? Vasectomies?
Yeah, once you have the vasectomy, you're only practicing. Because you can't, you're not in the game anymore.
I'm pretty well rehearsed though.
So if you guys get really bored and I'm boring the crap out of you, believe it or not, in this little small town I'm in, my number 2 employee, yeah, 2, not 1, lives Right there. Over there. And if you go check out, what's your YouTube channel?
Adults Only Magic.
Adults Only Magic. He's an adult magician comedy act. Now he's a powder coater, but he used to be. He's got some really funny videos on there, but don't watch them with your kids. Like, he can't monetize anymore because they're just not, they're not right.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong, but they're not right. All right. Del Williams is drooling up Trojans here. So, all right.
We got a couple of faces to hit.
Okay.
I was waiting until you were
We got
in
four.
another room.
We got four. No, you can go. What? What?
It's gonna be noisy.
I hate how noisy it is. So, can you guys hear him vibrating back there? I gotta get my hat on. I hate my hair. If you look back that way, that's where the smells come from. The best, oh damn it. On the camera, the comments go away. Give me a second. Let's see. What's the best way to fix a wheel with curb? I'm assuming you meant rash or one that has a chip missing out of it.
Bring it to me.
He says bring it to him. I wouldn't do that because he doesn't know what he's doing. Bring it to us or bring it Pat. So I have a video on it. Yeah, I knew what you meant. There's a video out there. Basically, you're just going to want to DA the damage out. If it's a really big chunk, you might need to find somebody who's pretty good with a TIG welder, and you can fill it in with TIG. Go ahead. We're stopping him from working. He's trying to be polite. But you can fill it in with a TIG welder. You just rebuild the aluminum, and then you can reshape it with like we use a 3-inch DA, dual action sander, little pistol grip type of deal, and then we'll work it back up from like 80 grit to, it depends what color of wheel it is. If it's a painted wheel, we'll do like 300. If you're polishing it out, we'll work it all the way up to 800 and then do a compound polish. We'll use a wax and grease remover, and then we'll clear coat it just to match the rest of the finish. So wheels are super easy to fix, and once you get used to it, you can make a ton of money doing it. So, and in fact, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. We'll walk over here. This is the outside of the building. Goes all the way back, and then over here is, keep turning, nope, too far, the truck and trailer. So in that trailer we have a full wheel repair setup. We've got a paint booth, we have all the tools, jacks, equipment to actually repair wheels on site for dealerships. So if you can get, that's where we started. We were out at dealerships fixing curb rash, repainting wheels, making them look good for them. And then everyone wanted black wheels, so that's why we got into powder coating. And that was 4.5, 5 years ago. And then we moved into this shop, so everything's been going pretty good, other than having to redo crap like this. Oh, there he is. This camera thing's hard. What he is standing in is actually our future blast room. So I'm taking video on it. We're going to show you guys how we're going to build a blast room. And we have actually got, I have a good idea how to do like a track system so we can get rid of our carts. So we're going to be doing that soon too, because we've this customer with these sanitation things, he wants to bring like 1,000 a week, and we just can't do it with carts. So we're going to have to get a little bit more mobile with it. So we got to adjust and grow with them. Are you done?
That's what she said.
All right. Give us some jokes or something. We need some entertainment.
I think you want to keep your shit monetized though, right?
Yeah, don't say bad
No
words.
jokes then. No jokes.
I'm telling you, he's got a good channel, but he's a dirty, foul-mouthed man. I don't know if I can get... Will they monetize you if you're drinking beer? Anyone know? Look at this guy, two-fist in it. Yeah, we definitely plan on keeping the videos coming, but between managing this and my sales gig, it's hard to keep up with everything. I don't know if you guys work on wheels much. We got not a Nathan, but a 2021 Tahoe. This is actually the owner of the dealership's, knocked over the lug nuts.
Those were my nuts.
His demo.
Pick my nuts back up.
So he's actually the largest Chevy dealer in America. I think they've had the record for used and new car sales forever out of Iowa, which is insane. But you gotta check this out. I've never seen anything like it. We gotta do a little dissection here, but check this out right here. In the arm console, there is a safe. How freaking nuts is that? I'm a big Chevy guy, so that's pretty cool. High country. You can't see it because it's dark in here, but
That's so instead of just stealing your valuables, they can drive the entire safe back to the thieves' den and figure out the combination at their leisure. It makes a whole lot of sense. It's a safe on wheels.
he doesn't know what he's saying. He's being silly. So yeah, we've got that car in here. We just got rid of about 2 today, I think. Tomorrow, that's my prime focus. We're gonna start putting up some panels. We got the roof on it. We gotta do the back wall and the side panels. With the CNC laser engraver, we cut out the windows, or the lights, and then I've got the doors welded up. Where are they? Over there. We're going to cut some slots in them so that we can get air flowing into the booth, and then we got to cut some circle holes to put ductwork out to pump it out into like a dust collector. So I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. If you guys have any powder coating questions, there's all of 8 of you on there. Let me know what's going on with you. So you guys are probably like motion sick from the moving around here. It's got to be more entertaining than when I sit in the hotel room and do these, though. What do you want to see, Dale? Got the chemical room, the booth, oven, forklift, our massive air compressors in that thing, because I was dumb and I thought, hey, let's put it in a box. That'll quiet it up. Didn't work. But I'll give you it. So this is a big bad boy. That's our new pop blaster, so I'm pretty excited. Sorry about that. Nathan, get the hell off. So, this is one of the things making all the noise. That's our dryer system, which does an excellent job, but when you hear that loud noise, it's just getting rid of the moisture. And then we've got, it's hard to see, but a massive 250-gallon air compressor in there. 85 CFM. Really wish I would have just upgraded to a screw compressor. Would have been way quieter. Back there, we got the sandblasting room where we work now. And you can actually buy these at, I think, like Redline or whatever, but it's got a pressure pot, so you get a little more pressure when you're blasting. We upgraded to this bad boy for our dust collector, which has paid off in big dividends. If any of you guys want to buy a tire balancer, it's dusty, it's not that bad, or a tire machine, or the whole collection, let me know. I've got like $7,200 in these things, and I want to get them out of here. We've used them 6 times, I think, total, but those are our main ones. We just don't need them, so they're just taking up room. This is the first oven I ever built. Well, it's the only oven I ever built, but it's how I got into powder coating. So that's that. It's not a very big shop. It's only 4,400 square feet. We're currently looking for like a 10,000 square foot setup. So if you live in Des Moines and you got some property for sale, let me know. So those parts should be done now. So we are in Collins, Iowa. We're not far from Iowa State University. And this guy who's building these sanitation stands wanted to build one to Iowa State Cyclone logos, powder coated. Big dimples in the paint there, boss. No?
Looks a hell of a lot better than the white ones did.
Or the first time you did them? All right, so we're gonna call those good. Now we gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do with these. So we've sanded them all down. You got some primer. It's actually primer, unless he really burnt through showing. So we're gonna blow them off with air. Actually, you can see metal primer top coat. So we're gonna have to blow those off with some air and wipe them down. So we've tried different things. If you were to use water, you're probably gonna have rust show up in those bare metal spots. If you use like a wax and grease remover, it might soak into the paint and bubble out. So it's kind of really tricky. So we're probably going to blow them off. We're going to hang them up on our big rack over here and do like a tack off type of deal like you would with a liquid paint. And then we're going to run them through the oven. And the reason we're going to run them through the oven is just to dissipate any electrical charge that is built up from them wiping down. And then we'll bring them back out, we'll let them cool off, and then we're gonna hit them with the Gema gun. And because they're already coated, we're gonna utilize a special setting. So you've got like the recoat mode, which puts your kV at 100, your microamps at 10, but you can also go into a PCC mode, and you can adjust your microamps super low. And what that does is it prevents the back ionization that a lot of people have issues with when they're doing recoats. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. I can go back here real quick, check and see if you guys have put any comments up, because I haven't been watching the stream that well. I don't know how people do this. Mine's really small, the oven that is. What do you blast your aluminum wheels with? So we use a, let me see if I can find a bag. It'd be a shocker if for the first time ever they actually threw something away, but I think they did. Use like a coal slag. We buy it. You can get it like, well, in Iowa we have like Tractor Supply places. If you have a Fleet Farm, they carry, I think it's called Black Beauty. It's a 50-pound bag. A lot of people use aluminum oxide. It's super expensive for us to get that out here where we are to get it shipped. We are talking to some different blasting companies, and we're trying to work with them to figure out how to. We're only spending like $8 a bag for 50 pounds, and we can probably do 2 to 3 sets of wheels before it's broken down and been sucked into our dust collector. We just kind of keep adding to it at all times. But we're still trying to find a better material, one that will be more abrasive with less air, because one of the biggest costs in your shop is your air. We're on a 3-phase system for our air compressor, and I would say the majority of our electric bill is our air compressor. So if we can use that less and get more abrasion from the media and not need as much air power, I'm all for it. So are you going to use that card, or are you going to
Use the bigger one and try to avoid the...
just so part of the problem with, you got to powder coat into them. So if you use too short of a hook,
Like that one.
you can't get down in there. So I would use long hooks or double up your hooks.
Should we just go with the big cart?
No, I think we can, but we need to clean it off. So if you're in a shop and you have a big cart like this that doesn't get used a lot, debris will fall on top of it, and as you're rolling it, it'll vibrate down into your part. So you have to make sure you blow it off or clean it off somehow. Don't just assume it's clean. If you haven't used something in a while, it's gonna have dust on it, it's gonna have debris on it. When it vibrates across the floor.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Does she vibrate across the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's news to me. The other smaller racks that we use them all day long, every day. So you don't usually get the buildup on them. But when you're hanging stuff, you really want to think about how you're going to paint it. So if you can't get the gun in there, you need to figure out a different way to hang it. And with these parts, we're very limited because the only holes on the new model, he has like 8 models, are right there. So as you can see, the part kind of swings out that way. I feel like a weatherman. Everything's backwards. To the west, we're going to have some storms. So you got to figure out how you're going to hang stuff so that it doesn't bounce into each other when you move. And yeah, and we've got some random holes drilled in it, and then you've got, dang, this is all backwards, a big gap to the next one. So it's not a big deal to drill another hole, but people get lazy.
That's me. I get lazy.
It's hard to find good help,
That's why I
especially in a small town. We've only got 3 thumbs up. There's 10 people watching right now.
Am I one of them?
Did you like it? So you don't count. Hey, we're up to 4. Let's see if there's any other questions. Be right back. Need more beer. That guy knows how to watch YouTube. So the blast cabinet, it's like 3 by 3 by 3. That's why we're building that. So it's like 9 foot tall, 10 foot wide, 9 foot deep. I think I've been building this thing for like 2 months, so I forget. But we bought a brand new welder. We got the CNC table. assume that's what Ben wanted to see, the new table. We built that out of scrap one day. I was like, I need somewhere to grind, so we just welded it up real quick.
That's what she said.
I need somewhere to grind, she said. So if you guys have the money, that welder is a beast. I am not a great welder, but it actually makes me look okay. Hey, look. There's somebody. All right, we'll take another look at the table. Well, you got a good setup on welders already. Hey, this is how you arrive, right here. Beer and pizza. He might make Employee of the Month in October. We'll have to see how the... Wait, that's already open?
We got a 23 pack from Casey's.
You mean a
11 or 11 pack? That's
Yeah,
not a
that's
case.
only a
That's
12.
half.
Yeah.
I need to have another beer.
Apparently he's had plenty.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it. That's... A guy just said, my man. He's proud of you.
First card in?
No. The red we just pulled out, and we need to blow all that off. And I'm trying to show these fine people, my 10 viewers.
It's a hopping.
You know what's sad? When I sit in a hotel and I'm not in a shop, I get like 25, 26 people.
They think you're going to get negative.
Oh, they think I'm a... No, ew.
What?
Ew.
I'm just saying, the internet is the internet.
Can you do a trick for us?
Look what I did.
That just happened, people.
used
Ben's watching Pat, and he goes, "You're right. Pat's great on camera."
I don't do it. I don't do tricks anymore. I fuck up powder coating. I mean,
So Daniel, that welder is actually a MIG, TIG, and a stick welder. I don't know how to do TIG, and stick scares me a little bit, so we haven't really tried them out. All right, guys, show me how to prep these parts.
we were hoping you were going to show up.
Did you blow them off?
No.
You're good at blowing things off. Just blow them off.
Hi-yo. So, is this G-rated then, or?
Pat, it's 9 o'clock at night. If they expect me, 9:30, if they want me to be professional, that ended at, yeah, it is. Oh, it's 9:09.
If you be professional and still funny.
Professional ended 5 hours ago.
What is this town's village?
We already talked about that.
I replaced it with a Durex.
Are we down one?
This one's Durex.
That's gotta go white.
That's where that went.
That's a part that guy lost. And this is why we don't have nice things.
We got an $81,000 Tahoe.
Well, we do have a really nice Tahoe.
I don't mean it's ours, but we do it for keeps.
All right, blow them off. Let's get stuff done. Don't rub up against them. You're gonna put your dirt on them. I didn't. So I don't know how many of you guys have sandblaster setups, cabinets, and whatnot, but we kind of found that with the glass, you have those protective covers, and it's really not worth it. So we actually just go to like Lowe's or like a Home Depot type of deal, and we'll have them cut out the size we need. It's like 10 to 15 bucks, and we just replace them as we need them. So it's quick, it's easy, it's way better than dealing with those stupid protective covers. So that's a little tip for you. Nail blown off? No, we're not going to overdo stuff, because when we overdo stuff, we mess up.
That's what she said.
Ben says your technique in the blaster is on point.
I've only sandblasted like 50 parts.
He says he's going to bring you a new dirt bike so you can practice more.
Oh.
But what he doesn't realize, we're going to start charging him for parts now.
I think it was the other one.
Yeah. Well, we aren't doing white. Why are you like? Why does it have to be white all the time?
You should have seen what's his name.
I feel like I need
I'll
to
tell you what.
censor. I think I need to censor this. I feel like we're getting a little bit judgy.
to warm up then?
Yeah, let's warm them up. So he blew them all off, and whenever you blow something off with paint, and we're not being perverted here, you want to put them into your oven, heat them up a little bit. The heat will discharge any electrostatics that were built up. Kind of like, did you guys type a comment as me? Kind of like if you're shuffling your feet across the carpet and you build up that electrical charge, when you blow air across a part, it can do the same thing. So we're going to shove these in the oven.
Did he comment at me or did
As he went on my computer and commented as rim right now powder coating. So we're going to put them in there. We're going to let them discharge.
I'm logged in right over there.
He hasn't figured that out yet. Dang it, we're only at 9 viewers because you're one of them. I tell you what, if I was some 22-year-old shaking it on camera, female, I'd have like 22,000 viewers. So we're gonna I really need to get some better soundproofing in here. We're gonna go ahead and let those hang out in the oven for a little bit. We gotta clean out the gun. So I'm gonna hire one of these guys who I pay a large salary to do that for me so I can videotape it. And if you guys don't have guns, you'll kind of see how we clean it out. That's actually, Pat, that's the best way to knock the slag off. Really?
Did you
try?
He did it, and it's all over the stars.
Oh, man. Okay, we're going to take a video of you showing them how to clean out the gun.
The gamma.
Do you know what an OnlyFans account is?
Yes.
Praska Boys goes, is your OnlyFans to be determined? No, that was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. Ben, you are a family loving, God-fearing man. You shouldn't know what an OnlyFans account is. So I apologize. It's about to get super loud in here. We gotta clean out the gun.
Turn on the filter.
So we've got the Cool Coats booth here. You got your light switch and your blower, which is your fan. Then you got a pull switch, which actually cleans out the filters. If you don't know what that is, let me know and I'll explain more.
Turn it off first. So I don't fall off.
That is not how I taught you to do it. tell the teacher. Where's the other one?
I have no. Oh, no, it's on the. It's right there.
Oh.
It's all together in the floor. Check those go off. To prevent contamination. The next color. This part's my favorite and I don't know why. So satisfying. Also, shaking a coat. Loosening stuff up. I'm not sure what that's called, but I blow that off too.
It's called a nozzle.
I'm gonna call it the shaft. I would call that more than nozzle.
That's the electrode and the tip. It's literally called the tip.
I'm gonna call it the tip. Blow the gun out both ways, because if you only blow it out one way, you'll notice on the inside that there's still some powder from the previous color in there. Get that out of there. You don't want that. Blow off your hands occasionally so you're not up the other whole powder on everything else that you're taking apart. These are electric things. I don't know what they do. This part's fine. What are they looking at?
He wanted to know what system it was.
This one, there's little ball bearings inside,
No, there's not.
aren't there?
No, there's little filters.
There's
And
not,
they look like your cigarette butts you throw all over the ground.
that's not ball bearings I'm
No,
hearing?
there's just little filters.
Why do they squeak so much
I don't
when I
know.
do this? That sounds exactly like a ball bearing.
Like one that needs replaced.
My cigarettes do not have ball bearings.
No, they do not.
They should though.
You never know.
I just assumed that it was, that would make sense the way it's built though, right?
What?
Have a bearing in there?
They used to, but sometimes they get stuck and let powder up and then it ruined the control unit.
So I'm not a complete idiot.
No, you're not. But now they use filters because now the paint doesn't go back in and ruin your control unit.
The official name of this tube.
Pickup tube. Don't forget to rub the paint off of it.
You know what?
You gotta rub the paint off of it.
Just like this?
Yeah.
Am I doing it right?
Yep. know about you guys, but it looks like he's up to no good.
Just read.
Oh, he's reading the comments. Is this yours?
Yes.
Oh, beer. A little bit of delay.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not the show YouTube wanted, but it's a show YouTube deserved. I feel so bad for every one of the 10 of you.
Is it built in?
Yeah, well, there's 11, but Nathan's live in the blasting room.
I see it. How do we find it?
Where? Yeah, the blasting room. That's how you pump your numbers up. You get everyone you know. In fact, I think there's only like 30. Did you weld that?
Yeah.
Your penetration's a little off.
It went through.
What's your settings at?
Whatever it's set at.
That guy. It's a pretty sweet welder. Are there any questions or just jokes? We got jokes.
Everywhere.
Oh. If you guys have any powder coating questions, I may not be the right person to ask, but feel free to. By the way, he brought my dinner, his leftover dinner.
Yep.
That's what brothers are for. It's not cold, it's kind of like lukewarm.
Cold, right?
Them are some rookie numbers. We need to pump them up. I know I gotta change that logo in the corner. Are we ready to spray yet?
Where the hell did you get the pizza?
Domino's?
Be right back. I gotta go to Domino's.
We don't have many nights like these, and now you know why. Hey, where'd the powder coater go? Thank God Trojan doesn't make the gloves. There'd be so many babies, so many. Although maybe Trojan should make gloves. What do you think? Should Trojan make gloves? They rip too, though, don't they?
I've never ripped one. Wait.
You have it? Jay left. I'm spraying Eastwood metallic blue over bare metal. The only way it turns out good is if I use super chrome underneath. Is that normal? Is your metallic blue like what are those ones that have to have the chrome base?
Illusions.
It's not an illusion. Illusions have to have clear coat. What the hell are they called? Look the right way. So I would advise you to look at the data sheet on your metallic blue. We don't spray a lot of Eastwood powder because they're just buying it and repackaging it. JW says that the lifestyle brand would be good for gloves, I think.
It's another brand of condom.
Well, Ben, we'd probably charge $350 to powder coat that for your friend. Trojans are better transparent. You don't want to see what my fingernails look like under these gloves. It ain't pretty. Yeah, Jay, no problem. I'm guessing you have to put a bright base coat, either a chrome or a bright silver.
Get a mid coat.
Huh?
What they call mid coats. Never base coat, mid coat, top coat.
A mid coat would be like a pearl.
It looks like DiGiorno. Did I nail it?
He's bald.
Yeah, he is.
That's the first time I've ever seen him without a hat on. I thought you had a full luscious head of hair.
I used to,
Oh,
when I cared about it.
but when you started working here, you used to.
I stressed out so hard.
It's not good. It's hard to work here. So Ben, bring that by. $300. We'll take care of you. All right, they're on a smoke break, and I don't smoke because it's just a bad habit. So once they're done, we'll get these out of the oven. And I'm going to hand the phone over to Pat, my brother, and we're going to show the new guy how to do these repair recoats. That's a pretty loaded question there, Mr. JW. Honestly, it depends what you're spraying. If you're doing, and who you're spraying for, and how long they want the powder to last. And I mean, obviously your best powder is going to probably be, like anything else, your most expensive powder. For black wheels, gloss black, we use a ton of Tiger. Those are all empty boxes. We save our empties to pour the waste powder back into, and we'll put it in the oven, let it get kind of hard. Excuse me. And then you can throw it away. For our, here's something I've never shown anyone. For our custom colors, we have a ton of prismatic. This is 2 rows deep, plus we have a bunch of spare boxes. To us, the prismatic is some of the best quality that you can buy in small quantities. So we probably have 40 to 60 different colors of prismatic. Our cheaper paint, we use APC. They're out of Illinois. Tiger, I think, is out of Illinois. We've got some of the Diamond Vogel paint. I wasn't a huge fan of Diamond Vogel, but we were trying to use it on wheels, and it's just not the most, I don't know, it pinholed a lot. We had a lot of issues with it. We've got a vintage Ford green that we used on a Model A, and I can't even remember where we bought that from. We had a specialty site. We've got IFS. Those are actually some really good powders. They sent us probably $200 worth of samples in 5-pound boxes, and we loved them, but the salesman apparently quit, so we couldn't figure out how to order them. So that was a pain in the butt. So we've actually never ordered any bulk stuff from them. I'm trying to think who else. There's Exalta. They're a good brand. We haven't bought anything from them yet. We did just sign up with them. There's a lot of good powders, and there's a right powder for every job. It's just figuring out which one you want to use. And then there's the storage of powder. A lot of people like to store their powder in a AC controlled environment, which isn't a bad idea. Are you guys having a really in-depth intellectual conversation?
Yeah, we're talking about how to fix the world.
Oh, did you figure it out?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
We're not gonna share it online.
Because it's worth money.
It's worth money.
But I get paid for people that watch us.
All right. So you want to hear the secret?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we do. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Oh. Dang it! Thought we were that close to fixing every problem in the world. Is sandblasting necessary on old metal like lawn tractor wheels? Can you just use a wire wheel on a grinder? You can use whatever you want, but you got to get all that rust and debris off of it.
That's what she said.
You don't ever have to sandblast if you want to sit there with a wire wheel forever, but if you've sat there with a wire wheel long enough, you'll know that's no fun. Because the strands come off and they fly into you.
I kind of enjoy it.
You like the wire wheel?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I like the sparks.
Yeah?
Makes me feel like
You can get that with a grinder.
Makes me feel like I'm doing man stuff.
This is why we
sparks. This is a thing now.
This is why we don't have nice things. Are you done yet? Can we powder coat some stuff?
Yeah.
Or do you need to fix your nicotine craving a little bit more? Did I get another beer? Does that mean I should be cut off? No, they're hand sander. Why are you blasting that? We're not coating that till tomorrow.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, we got another one to cut. I forgot to tell you. Sorry.
You don't have many powder places in Louisiana? Guess who's moving to Louisiana? I'm in Des Moines, Iowa, and we have like 8 locally, plus a bunch of other companies, like within 30 minutes.
But how many of us are good?
There's not a lot of us that are good. That's why we're still here fixing shit.
How many of us will hang out?
Not a lot of people will do what we're doing, that's for sure. Not a lot of people will actually take the time to fix an error like we're doing. Because I don't send it out if I'm not happy with it. I did help build the paper mill in Cedar Rapids. Okay, there you go. Paper mill. Paper mill. Was that in the blast cabinet? We found a beer in the blast cabinet. This is why I need to start doing drug and alcohol testing during working hours.
You can do the alcohol testing. Just don't do. I beg you, do not do the drug testing.
Don't go there. In the early 90s, I'm trying to think. You're kind of from the east side of the state. What paper mills in Cedar Rapids?
Quaker Oats. I don't fucking know.
I know there's cereal places.
Yeah, and sometimes Cedar Rapids smells amazing, and sometimes Cedar Rapids smells like
the
a paper
farm.
mill.
The farm?
Like
Oh,
that.
glue. Like glue.
Yeah.
Paper mills, they probably make books.
I don't know. I don't eat cereal, but it's probably all the same ingredients, right?
I love Captain Crunch.
I don't know. It rips up the roof of my mouth.
That's because you're old.
Stop looking at my bald spots.
Green Mountain Media blasting and powder coating. See my post above. How far above? So storing powder, I have to pick up one of 2 evils, either hot location or humid basement. Don't do the humidity. If your hot location is 70 to 80, you're fine. How hot does it get here in the summer? 100?
I think 104 is what I measured it at.
104, and we don't store it in a humidity, and we're in Iowa. So you're better off to have it warm. Humidity is what will start clumping it up in the bag, which you can still take the powder out in the bag, drop it on the ground, break it up like you would like a bag of ice. but humidity is way worse than a hot temperature. Unless it's so hot, if you're over, I don't know.
400?
Yeah, if you're over 400, you're gonna cure it. If you're over
Living
like
on Mars.
150, you could start melting the powder, which would ruin it completely. JW, if you're, I don't know if you guys can hear me over the air compressor, but if your shop is heated and cooled, and you're running an oven, all you're doing is, well, with the heated part, you're fine.
Yeah, he's right.
He said we're in hell. Yeah. We're in hell. If you're running your AC in an oven, all you're doing is racking up your electrical and whatever bill. Vermont. We should move to Vermont.
I've heard good things about Vermont.
It's only 80, 85 ever.
What's the low, though?
What kind of oven did you get, Jimmy? How cold does it get up in Vermont?
Oh, hell no. -40? Nope.
I mean, in Iowa, we get what, like -10, and that's fine and dandy, except for it sucks really bad.
The past couple of years have been a little crazy, though.
What do I mean, I guess when you get -10, what's another 30, right?
It all feels the same when you're outside.
It just hurts.
Yeah. Why do I live where the air hurts my face?
It just hurts.
The air hurts my face.
Creative Coating Solution 556. Wind chill is lower. Yeah, we got a wind chill here too. It's never a good time. BJ.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right, you ready to coat some stuff?
Yeah.
Let's pull those parts out.
How hot do you think they are?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Science class. Where's
The thingamadanger?
yeah.
Where is it? Oh, right over there. If you guys don't have one of these, it's pretty legit.
They're at 360.
Yeah, they're a little warm. They're dry. We let the electrostatics go. I think you just did like a pony dance for you guys. Is it bouncing off of it? Yeah, we gotta take that off. We can't have it, or you need to move the hook over. You're twisting it too far, it's bouncing off of it.
Bring it over here.
Yep. When you're hanging stuff, you gotta be super careful because it's hitting right here on the back of the panel. So if you powder coat that, it's gonna knock all the powder off.
It's got a hell of
Same with this one. We can't do that. Raytech. I don't know what that is.
The camera and you figure out how to hang things.
Well, let's just park it and let them cool down. Aptex? These are all things I've never heard of.
How did you design
The cart?
this particular rack with the holes where they are and aren't?
Because it was made.
It's infuriating.
Well, number one, we just drilled holes to randomly drill holes as we needed them. So like they weren't all here. Literally, this was built to do wheels on. So there were 4 holes in it.
It works great for wheels.
Right. There were 4 holes in it, and then we were like, hey, we need to do more parts. So we drill another hole. So we just drill them as we need them.
Oh, okay.
So this,
EB game if I just started drilling holes.
yeah, I don't care. This hook, we need to try over here.
Is there a hole on this side?
Yeah. That's why I said it. So
Yeah,
now
that one's bumping.
you can
This
see
one's probably okay.
it's
If we
cold.
move it
I already
slow.
moved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
So now it's not going to bounce against it. So you need to take that hook and try it there. I grabbed that one. I had no problems. So you might have to unhook it and rotate it around. Look at your deal.
I can put it in myself. Thank you very much.
I don't understand how you did this.
That one is the best.
Yeah, what's that? I always gave you a lot of credit when it came to hanging stuff, but now I gotta take it all away.
I just want to remind you that you were there when that happened.
I wasn't paying attention though, to be fair.
Move it slowly.
Nope, that ain't gonna work.
No, not broken over there.
Yeah. Let's try.
A little bit, maybe. If we go on this
Ah,
side,
there's a bug on me. Unhook that and bring it up to there. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is too warm. Why you gotta be so fancy? There. Well, just be careful when you move it. Actually, you could probably just do,
careful is middle way.
yeah, something like that. Was that one banging?
This one's good. That one's good.
Yeah. You see how they're spaced here? That's how you get with them.
Would love to.
Huh?
I'm just gonna go through and bang out holes like every 6 inches on this thing.
I don't,
On both
well,
sides.
don't get crazy. You'll lose some structural integrity.
To hold all of the 10 things.
That'll work. They're still, oh, it's baked in now.
You're oh, there's a bug on me.
So, yeah, it kept landing on me too.
There's been a fly in this booth the entire day.
Why haven't we powder coated? So, if these were 300 and how many? 60?
They were 360.
Yeah, they're ready to coat. They're 116.
Nice.
So,
That's just steel?
yeah, but it's thin. It's like 20 gauge.
It heats up real quick and it cools down. real
Right. So grab your ground.
quick. No.
Do it!
No.
Ground the cart.
Alright, but I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because you told me.
So we've got our powder ready. We've got our gun clean.
I need a
You
map.
saw him really stroke off the pick tube. We're gonna turn it on. So we're doing a recoat because we're recoating them. So you've got a couple options. You can go in and hit the recoat button, and on the GEMA gun, you can adjust your air settings, and your KV is set at 100 and your microamps at 10. If you want to go a little bit farther, you can go into a PCC mode, which drops them a little bit more. And if you really want to get crazy, you can buy this $500 attachment.
It's called a COVID ring.
The Corona.
That's what it says.
Corona ring.
Same word.
Wait, could you inject this in your body and it would fix COVID?
No.
Oh. That was just a little humor there, but this goes on the gun and it will actually absorb some of the excess charge in the air, and it will allow the powder to go on a little bit smoother and without the back ionization. So we're going to go ahead and use that. It's not easy to put on with one hand. Just clips in right there. Goes around the tip there, so it just kind of absorbs some of that extra energy in the air. It allows the powder to transition without a super active charge, which is what gives you that back ionization a lot of the times. So I just taught him today how to do this, so we'll see if he's got it down. Stay back. Your big thing you want to do here is your part distance from the gun. When you're doing any top coat, mid coat, third coat, the farther you can stay away, the better, so that you don't overcharge the part, which will create that back ionization. We had a very lengthy talk about that today because we were having issues. So what should you spray first? Yeah. I can't hear you. You got a mask on. I'm not good at charades. I don't know what he's saying, but you always want to do the hardest parts first as it pertains to the powder sticking and you spraying. So he's got to I don't know why he sprays on my wall, but you got to do the hardest parts first. This is a really deep bottom area here. And so we kind of we want to lay the powder, let it float up into it. And then you'll see him start twisting the gun around. We're trying to flick the powder around into the corners. You gotta really flick it. There you go. Like you gotta flick it like you mean it. And then because these are gonna be on the ground, we wanna slow our passes down and make sure we're getting a good coating on the bottom, because we wanna make sure, oh, and I wasn't even showing it, that's my bad. We want to make sure we get a nice thick base on the bottom, because they're going to be scratching it on the concrete. We don't want these things to rust out. So you want to put a little extra meal on the bottom to make sure they're good. And whatever you do, if you're doing the same part over and over again, you want to be in the habit of doing the same thing over and over, so that you duplicate it on every part. And I'm at a 15% battery, so I apologize. We're gonna watch him powder coat this one, and then we're gonna have to sadly end our live. So we're gonna go through the top now. I saw a comment pop up, but I was unable to read it, so I apologize. If you guys want to leave comments down below, I'll answer as many as I can tomorrow. But here, you want to make sure you get that gun back as far as you can. It's all about that distance because you don't want it to overcharge the metal. So that looks pretty good. So when you're doing these panels, you want to get out and just let the powder float on into it. Sorry, a bug. Back forward. What are you doing? Oh, you turned your caps the other way. You're crazy. You gotta put enough. Oh, you haven't got down there yet. Don't overdo this. That's when you get too heavy. Pass up and down, pass back and forth, and you're good. So that's about where I'm going to end it because my phone's about to give it up for the night. I want to thank every single one of you guys for joining along, even though you probably couldn't hear me and it was super loud and annoying. But we had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. We're still going to be drinking beer. It's 10 o'clock here and we'll probably be at this for another hour or so. So I've got some good videos coming up in the future. We are going to show you the blast room build. I'm going to show you something I don't think anyone has ever done before. We're going to move our blast room across from our oven and we're going to run some rail between the two of them and try and minimize how much we have to use the cart. And I think that's going to be a game changer for us. I've searched the internet far and wide and I haven't seen anyone else do it, so it's gonna be brand new. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank all of you for subscribing if you haven't yet, which I'm sure all 13 of you have. Do subscribe. It means the world to me. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching out. Leave comments below if you guys have any questions, and I think as many of you know, if you message me, I'm gonna answer the best I can. So